Problem ist eigentlich, mache ich den ja auf Englisch.
Machst du wirklich?
Ja.
Ja, dann.
Alright, guys. Good morning, guys. Vlog number 3 of the series Laying the Foundation. As you can hear, my voice is literally gone. I'm a little bit sick right now, but nevertheless, we are heading out to Rome for a big production. So 2 of my team, of my crew are gonna join me. I hope the weather is gonna be a little bit better than here in Germany right now because it's raining. So, Laying the Foundation, episode 3. In this episode, we're talking about what happened since the last vlog. We're talking about this production in particular, about the planning. We're talking a little bit about fitness, and as you might recognize, I'm trying to talk in English in this vlog as well as in the next 2 vlogs. So the goal is to find out if I want to do it in German or if I want to do it in English. And sometimes I have the feeling in English it feels a little bit easier for me to talk. So this is like the test. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you would like to have it in English or if you like to have it in German. So my English isn't the best, but I hope I can increase my skills a little bit. Another new update is we are vlogging right now on the Osmo Pocket 3. So that's definitely an upgrade to the iPhone. We had one Osmo Pocket 3 in the office, and then we had a little accident with it on the racetrack. So I bought a new one because we needed a new one immediately. So we still had like the broke one in the office, and I now sent it in to DJI to repair it. And they said, you know what? You can pay 60 bucks and then you get a completely new one. What's absolutely crazy because it was completely smashed. So props to DJI for having like super great customer service. I don't know how they handle it. The only thing that makes sense for me is like they have all the resources in China, so they pretty much don't care too much about it. But nice for us. So we get a second one. What's great? So I can vlog on this one, and we still have one for productions, or sometimes as well 2 for productions. Yeah. So right now we're gonna pick up Eric and Luca, and then we're gonna head to the airport, and I see you there. Alright, we are here at the gas station. Eric is coming through the rain. As you can see, we arrived in Rome. Right now we're heading towards the city in the rented car. The plan for now is to find some food and then check in at the hotel, and then we have like a lot of post-production work to do for some other jobs we have done in the last few weeks. That's the plan. Tomorrow we have a pretty early recce at the location. I think that's something good because nobody knows exactly where we're gonna shoot. And as the weather is pretty shitty right now, we still don't know if we can shoot outside or if we have to do everything inside. So that's like a big question mark right now. Yeah. See you at the hotel.
Vibe check.
Vibe check. What?
Schwierig. Difficult.
Vibes are on 10, pretty high, but the weather is on 0.
In other words, not so amused.
Quick room to update. We have the bathroom. We have 2 beds, so normally I would put them together, but there's this thing in the middle, so I don't think this will work. We have a desk, definitely important for all the work, and we have a balcony. Don't use this, I guess, because it's really rainy and windy outside. So now we're gonna be downstairs, gonna edit some of the projects we already have shot a couple weeks ago, and then I guess it's time to go to bed for me. So I hopefully be healthy tomorrow again for the first shooting day. Alright guys, it's already 11 o'clock in the evening. We've done like a lot of work on different projects in the last few hours. We went for dinner, stayed in the hotel, went for dinner there. It was like the easiest way to get some food in, but still being like effective. Right now I'm finishing up some emails and then it's time for sleep finally. Tomorrow starts the first production day, and I hope my voice is getting a little bit better. And also the weather. That's it pretty much. see you tomorrow. Good morning. Today is Thursday, first shooting day. I'm feeling a little bit better actually. We're going for breakfast now, and then we have a recce at the wonderful location we're shooting at. Actually, I can tell you now what we're gonna do, because when the video is coming up, the event already took place. So we are here for the world premiere of the new Mercedes-Benz CLA. That's really cool. We have a lot of different kind of assets we are gonna create over the next few days for different clients, different agencies. And in the evening, there's the launch of the CLA, and Eric and me are gonna be there to shoot some assets for the head of design at Mercedes-Benz, Gordon Wagner. And afterwards we're gonna come back to the hotel and edit the reels directly so they can upload it on the next morning. And on the next morning we're gonna start at 5 a.m. to shoot the next assets. So it's gonna be a tight schedule, but we have a great team. I really trust the boys, so it's gonna be amazing. Now we're gonna go to breakfast and then big day. Let's go. I'm gonna show you what we're shooting with here. We have the Canon R5 with us. It's like my go-to workhorse when it comes to photos. We have the drone as well. We have some GoPro accessories for the car. A lot of batteries and stuff. Osmo 3, we're shooting on it. And then the Blackmagic 6K Pro. We have two of them with us this weekend, and we're also gonna shoot tonight on the FX3 because it's like a low light beast, and yeah, autofocus helps from time to time as well. But yeah, the YouTube video, like the big video we're gonna shoot on the Blackmagics, I like it a lot. I like the RAW format. And I mean, yeah, you need to get used to the manual focus, but I mean, we're doing this for years now, so I love it. Now I'm getting a few more to-dos for the next days. Yay! I'm gonna write them down. I don't know how you do it, but I am really old school. I'm just using my notes and write down like all my to-dos I need to do like in a week, and this helps me a lot. I don't know, I've seen a lot of guys say, oh, don't do this, you will procrastinate about it, but I really like it. But let me know, maybe you have like a really good tool that would help, so let me know what you're using. But for me, like just like the Apple Notes works really nice. Kommt drauf an, wo es halt gezeigt wird, aber wo es dann würde ich wahrscheinlich bei 60 Sekunden maximal bleiben. Perfekt. Another call with a new client. Great project coming up in Berlin this month. I think Eric and Luca are also finished. Now it's time to go to the recce and then to the shooting in the evening. That's definitely a crazy location here. We are on top over Rome, so we can see the city from this hill. And they're still preparing everything for the launch tonight. Here, as you can see, let me show you. That's crazy. Alright guys, we're back in the hotel. I think all the big questions are answered. We got all those fancy things here for access for tonight. I'm getting ready right now. Actually nothing pretty special. No nation shirt. Then we're gonna wear a selected pullover, some black jeans from Cinemal, and a completely new Cinemal white shoes. Not white, they're like off-white. Jacket from Le Deux. I don't know, I can't speak French, sorry. So yeah, it's a nice outfit, but it's also super comfortable because I'm there to work. Need to get all positions done, like squatting, like running around, whatsoever, but still looking good. So it also suits the style they wanted to have on the event. I mean, like that's the most important thing. And it's go time. The world premiere is over. In the background you can see Rome at night. I hope you can hear something actually, because it's really windy right now. We're finished with shooting. Now it's time to edit 2 reels and a lot of pictures until tomorrow morning. And then we're gonna go all over again at 5 o'clock for another YouTube video.
People choose to live in Senegal. Yes. You'll see.
Hello everybody and welcome to the launch of the new Mercedes-Benz CLA. Thank you for all the questions that you have sent me here. Let's see what you got. That's about the time it takes for me to drink this fantastic Italian espresso.
You should have called me last.
Alright guys, welcome back. We have Saturday. What happened the last few days? So I shot a little bit on the iPhone, tried to, but as you can tell it was a world premiere, so we couldn't show a lot of stuff. So yeah, on Thursday there was the world premiere in the evening, so this was quite a nice event. Everything went smooth. We shot a bunch of different assets, we shot 2 different reels and a lot of pictures, and we needed also to edit them during the night because the next morning at 5 AM we had call time for another YouTube video shoot as well for the CLA. So yeah, also the editing went really well. We didn't get any sleep in, so it was like more or less like a let's say 40 hours of work straight. But the team was amazing, like Luca, Eric did an amazing job. So yeah, then we went straight into the YouTube video. Weather was okay, it was a little bit mixed out of rain, clouds and sun. So yeah, those scenarios are always a little bit difficult when it comes to the post-production, but everything else went pretty good. We got all our shots in and could also finish off with some social assets with the CEO of Mercedes, Ola Kalenius, and the moderator of the video. So today is Saturday. We are still here in Rome. We're sitting in our hotel room and editing. So I am cutting right now the footage for the press that needs to go out actually like an hour ago, but the internet connection is not that good, so it takes a while. Luca is editing some social assets for Ola's channel and the Mercedes-Benz channel, as well as Eric. Hopefully we're finished soon, so we can head out to the city and explore a little bit Rome. Would love to. The weather looks okay, cloudy but dry. Healthy wise, I'm definitely better. Didn't need any medication today or yesterday. Voice is coming back slowly but steady. Tomorrow we are flying out to Germany, to Stuttgart. Finally seeing my beautiful daughter and wife again. Can't wait for that. So normally I'm trying to call them every single night, even when I'm on the road. But this event was so crazy, so I managed to call them once. And yeah, tonight for sure, but so definitely looking forward to that. And depending on my health, maybe I need a rest day of work on Monday, but let's see. Next week we may be going to Berlin for a production. We have another production in Ulm, just a short shoot. And other than that, like a lot of planning and back office stuff happening. So this vlog is definitely gonna end here in Rome, and then we're gonna start the next vlog number 4 of laying the foundation next time. For me, it's about transparency. It's about not talking shit, not talking bullshit. We're gonna be honest and open, because I think this is where the value lies for myself and for everyone who's watching this. Maybe is in a similar situation or feels motivated. When we talk about motivation, no gym for me the whole week. Feels a little bit strange, to be honest, but I know it's better for my health if I'm staying away from the gym this week. Hopefully we can start by the beginning of next week with some strength training. Still need to rest a little bit on like the higher heart rate and aerobic conditioning stuff, so we wait until maybe midweek. Let's talk about laying the foundation, because I still have 15 minutes until this edit is finished and I can start again with the next project. So we grew in the last 1.5 years from one guy, me, to 8 employees. We also switched like one guy in between, so one left because he moved to a different city. A new one came in. That's great. But this also means like a lot of more communication. We need a structure for every department. We need a clear goal, because then every employee can align with the goal. We need guidelines for how we operate in the company. We need to have courage. We need to have people who are bold and people willing to go the extra mile, willing to think different as well. But for this, I think it's important to have like guidelines. So you have like a left border and you have a right border, and in this thing you can operate. So I needed to define all those different things in the last few months, and it's quite challenging because I still have like a lot of different active operating tasks to do, as well as being like a cameraman or like a content creator myself from time to time. And I learned the hard way at the beginning of this year, at the end of last year, that I need to take time off the active operating part, being more focused on the foundation of the company, as I call it. So we don't want to do like all the shiny things on social media this year. Not me as a personal brand, as well as not the company. We want to build a strong foundation where we can build on a huge building that withstands struggles, difficult times whatsoever. So that's the goal. Right now, I'm in the middle of laying the foundation in our financial department. For me, I'm not like a born businessman. I've learned everything by myself, most of the things the hard way. For me, it's like something completely new to build like a financial structure. So I mean, like I have a few years in my back right now where I can take a lot of lessons with me, and I'm trying to incorporate this. But I'm also listening to like a lot of audiobooks and reading a lot of books about how my mindset should be, how I should structure the company when it comes to the finances. And I have to say, the last 1.5 years I have done it completely wrong. I have done it like I would say 90% of all the business owners at least in Germany are gonna do it. So the focus was on growth, the focus was on revenue, and not on profit. Big mistake, I can tell you that. So right now we're switching everything to focus on the profit. Sounds maybe like a little bit strange for one or the other guy, but for me right now in our stage it's more important. The profit is more important than the actual growth, because if you focus too much on growth, what happens is you don't have profit, you don't have actually money. It looks shiny, but if you don't make profit, like the company is not going to survive long. Because if you need to make investments, or you have like hard times because there are no like jobs coming in or whatsoever, like so many different scenarios, you need profit, you need like real money in the bank, money in the hand. So revenue is great, but if I make 1 million in revenue, it sounds great. But if I make out of this 1 million in revenue, maybe like 10k in profit, it's literally not good. It's not healthy. So what we try to do is not to stop the growth or anything else, but just to change our mindset, that we focus on profit first. We don't want to sacrifice profits for growth. That's just like one of our statements that I incorporate in our guidelines. It's one thing to set the standard, and it's another thing to hold the standard. Because holding the standard means you have to communicate the standards over and over again. You have to look into your different departments and have to ask them and have to challenge them if they are holding their standards. You have built a system where people learn to think in this particular standard. And if you don't do this, they will define the standard for you. And I can tell you this, the standard, and it's not about being mean or something, but the standard will not be the standard you want to have for your company. So you have to take time off to articulate it
to write it down and to communicate it. So to teach your employees the way how they can change their mindset when it comes to the company, when it comes to the values of the company. When I say I learned it the hard way, is that there was so much work. I didn't focus on this, and I recognized it from time to time that the standard we originally created, or the standard I set for this company, slided down. Slow, but it slided down from time to time. And I thought to myself, how is this possible? And I recognized it's not just about talking about it, it's about finding a way to change the mindset of your employees. It's not about brainwashing whatsoever, but it needs to change here, it needs to change here, so it can change in the final product. And to find a way to communicate it to every single employee to find a way to communicate this to every single employee takes time. So again, I needed to shave time off from other things I had on my table to define this, and I'm still in the process to define this, but we find different ways to set the standard. One way is we try to do like one workshop every single month. I know it's a lot, it's not for everyone in the team, but we do one workshop every single month. So sometimes it's just for 2 people, sometimes it's for the whole crew. It depends on the topic, but that's one thing. Because I don't have to micromanage, I don't have to look in every single thing, I don't have to talk about standards, I don't have to talk about anything if we develop every single person in this company onto the next level. The other thing is we always give feedback. 2 people needs to see the video before it's sent out to the client. I hope you understand what I mean. So if I'm finished with the video, I'm going to another employee, I'm going to another team member, and he's gonna watch the video, and he's gonna either say, yeah, that's perfectly done, or he will say, maybe you can do this or can do that before we send it out to the client. Because I think when it comes to quality, it's like it's not much, but at the same time, it's a lot. When a client gives you feedback and you send them the second version of the video, perfectly fine. I think that's something beautiful, because the client feels that you understand his needs, you understand him when he communicates, and you also don't have like small Leichtsinnsfehler. Sorry, I don't know the English word in it. So I think that's a good, that's something that stands for quality, at least for me and at least for the clients we work with. That's the second thing. And there are a lot more things I tried or I am about to incorporate. So that is not just about setting the standard, but about making I would also say a culture out of it to hold the standard. So it's normal for everyone to hold the standard. And if someone new comes in, I don't have to talk about the standard, because everyone knows the standard, and they will teach the new guy, you know what, that's our standard, so live to it. And we can all motivate each other to live to that standard. So, second part. Sorry for the guy who needs to edit this video. It's like a lot of talking, but I think it's so important to be transparent. Because there's so much value in it. What I learned about building a company is everything that you work on yourself, on your character, on getting better as a person, helps also the company, helps also the people around you getting better. There's like a correlation between both. It also keeps me moving, because I know if I'm getting better, everyone around me gets better. And one thing I needed to learn is to say no. It seems so easy and so simple, but if I look into the industry, if I look around, if I see other CEOs, they can't say no to opportunities. They can't say no to even their own employees if it's necessary, or if it would be the better answer. because they don't have the energy to deal with them afterwards or whatsoever, but they can't say no. And I think the most important thing as a CEO, as a person in general, is learn to say no. Because saying no also means to say yes to something else. And I learned it the really hard way. Like, I ran into so many walls in my life because of this. And I also put my company and my employees into danger because I didn't say no to projects. And the problem with that is, if I say yes to a project that is definitely too big right now because like the table is already full, it doesn't mean that I have to do like night shifts whatsoever. It also means that my employees need to do the same thing. So yeah, at the end of last year, I recognized that I have to learn to say no, otherwise everything is going to shit, that's for sure. Because I'm going to shit first, and then like the whole rest is going to shit as well. So yeah, my wife encouraged me a lot of different times to learn that, and I have like a really good therapist. So I'm going to a therapist because I want to grow even faster. And I think if you're doing it alone, you can grow definitely if you do it by yourself. But I think you can grow faster if you have someone from outside who helps you to see different things, who ask the important questions. And that helped me a lot. I'm still not the best at it, to be honest, but I'm learning it. And it takes some time. So that's the third thing. I can encourage you as well. If you are new in the business, or if you like even like been in this business for 20 years, 30 years, whatsoever, and you're still struggling with saying no, you know what? Go search for a therapist. Go to him, say, you know, you're lacking on this thing, and let's work on it, because it will be worth it in the end. It will be worth it for yourself and for all the people around you, for your family, for your employees, for your colleagues, for your health, for everything. It will be so worthy. So that's the third thing. And for this vlog, I would say it's enough. We finish this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you like it. I'm interested in your feedback. First video shot on Osmo, first video in English. I actually have to say I like to talk in English a little bit more, even if my grammar and my English is bad. So sorry for that.
Work is finished. We are here.
Looking for some excellent pasta.
Pasta.
Burrata. Commissione. La maggiore. Sì, bella Italia. I love Verone. Se che pome.
Improvviso, eccoti qua. La testa gira come la ruota di un luna park.
Mortadella. Good pasta. Guanciale.